Side weatherman Pablo Alsina. I wanted to tell you this morning, first of all, I walked out of the house. It was so muggy.
Yes.
But last night I went to, I don't know if you all know, but there's a concert series at Palm Desert Civic Park all throughout the month of October on Thursday nights. It was so great. The music was amazing.
I didn't know about it.
I was actually playing volleyball, beach volleyball with my daughter. And I heard the music and I'm like, I forgot there's concerts in the park. So we went over and enjoyed the music. There's food trucks. It was wonderful. So if you get a chance on Thursday nights to get out, and the weather couldn't have been better.
Next Thursday I will be there. The mugginess you felt will start going down, by the way, Mary. It's going to feel a lot nicer. I'll tell you exactly why in a little couple minutes. But next time, let me know in advance. I would have been there.
I will.
My first weekend in Palm Springs. I can't wait to go dancing.
Exactly. Next Thursday, it's going to be great. And then I heard the last Thursday of the month is a full Beatles show, which would be really cool.
Oh,
so,
let it be.
Yeah, let it be. Absolutely. Thanks, Pablo. We'll see you in a little bit. Well, tonight is the Firebirds home opener. The puck drops at Acrisure Arena at 7 o'clock tonight. The Firebirds are facing the San Diego Gulls at home. We've been getting you hyped up for the festivities all week long. Yesterday, the Birds held a pop-up event at the Plaza in Acrisure Arena, handing out swag bags for those who bought game day tickets. Our Fred Rogan sat down with John Page, the senior vice president of Acrisure Arena, to talk about some of the changes this season.
We've had a lot of success on the ice. We've had a lot of success off the ice, and we've had to make adjustments going into year 4. We've heard from our fans. We've listened about some of our pricing constraints, whether it's parking, concession stand prices, and we're really excited to offer some different approaches as we go into season 4.
Well, the Firebirds have been saying leading up to game day today that there will be smoother fan experiences for all season 4, including lots of flexible ticket options like their new 9-game plans. They also have their new Los Firebirds brand of merchandise celebrating the community. Again, that home opener game against the San Diego Gulls is tonight at 7, but there's a special pre-game fan fest tonight. The gates will open there at 5:30 at Acrisure Arena. And just a reminder, if you can't make it out to the game and you want to enjoy it from the comfort of your own home, you can watch it on our sister station, My Firebirds TV. That's KPSE. The channel guide is right here on your screen. We'll also be out there live tonight at 5 and 6, so you can check out the game from our newscast. There's even more exciting stuff this weekend beyond just the Firebirds. Tomorrow morning, thousands will take to the streets of El Paseo for the fight against cancer. It's part of the Desert Cancer Foundation's 19th annual Paint El Paseo Pink Awareness Walk. We spoke with this year's Grand Marshal and the former president of the Desert Cancer Foundation to help us understand why this walk is so significant for our community.
For every dollar donated, we get $12 in oncology and care from the hospitals. So it's amazing what a dollar will do in our organization, and it's just amazing. We are a great organization, and I love it.
The festivities get started at 8 in the morning Saturday, and our Olivia Sandusky will MC the event as well, so be sure to say hello. Online registration has ended, but if you want to register in person, today is the last day. You can head to Hotel Paseo in person. It's the last day to sign up before tomorrow's walk. The city of Palm Desert also wanted to let you know that El Paseo will be closed during the event. That'll be between Portola Avenue and Highway 74. That closure will take place from 5 a.m. Saturday morning until 11 in the afternoon. Well, lots of food trucks and vendors will descend on the shops at Palm Desert for the 5th annual Yum Food Fest. It's scheduled for Saturday and Sunday at the mall. Doors open from 3 in the afternoon till 10 at night. So you can swing by there after Paint El Paseo Pink. There will be local artists, live music, and a really big kids fun zone. Tickets are just $5 online, but $8 at the door. Well, this Saturday is also the Martha's Village and Kitchen 5K Spooktacular. It starts at 8 o'clock in the morning at Ruth Hardy Park. There will be lots to do, live music, kids zones, vendors, and a costume contest. The footage of the marathon you see right here on your screen is from Thanksgiving. Their 5K then, they hold it every year. Registration is open for both events. Every registration helps fund the Palm Springs Navigation Center, where individuals experiencing homelessness can access hot meals, case management, and up to 2 years of housing while they work toward independence. The Palm Springs Fire Department visited Vista Del Monte Elementary School on Thursday morning for National Fire Prevention Week. Third graders were taught safety tips and evacuation strategies, all from a simulation trailer that the fire station brought on site.
This week is Fire Prevention Week here in the United States. And in Palm Springs, we take it to the next level, right? So all year long, we're providing fire prevention tips for the neighborhoods. But this week specifically, we really target the third graders here, and we partner with the school district. What you're seeing here is our fire safety house. We're able to put smoke inside the rooms, show kids what it looks like, teach them to stay low, teach them to check a door to make sure if it's hot before opening up that door. So we're teaching them a lot of safety elements, but one of the most important things is smoke alarms, to make sure that they're changing their batteries and their smoke detectors, and when they hear it, what to do. Stay low and get out and have a plan with their family where to meet.
911! Well, if you're interested in learning more about fire prevention, you can reach out to the Palm Springs Fire Department or stop by your local station. A 24-hour conversation on a bench. That's what one local organization is aiming to tackle, making them a part of a national movement to raise awareness about homelessness. NBC Palm Springs' Tiani Jadaling spoke with those hosting the conversation and has details.
Me being in school right now and working where I'm working and the things that I'm learning, I don't feel like I missed it. I feel like I'm where I'm supposed to be.
That's Dolores Castro. She graduated from one of Coachella Valley Rescue Mission's programs back in March, and she's participating in one of 70 24-hour conversations on a bench throughout the country today. For the next several hours, Amanda Galindo will hear from people like Dolores, targeting real conversations about addressing what she calls a huge ordeal.
They don't have anywhere to go. They don't have shelters. They don't have a blanket. They don't have a bed. How are we here to help, and how can we take those people out from being homeless and assisting them and getting shelter?
Castro tells me she's grateful to be a part of this experience that she never thought would become a reality. Her journey began when her daughter dropped her off at the mission right after she was released from prison. But now she says she's become a new person.
It was helping me learn how to be accountable, how to be responsible, how to show up, how to be on time, how to be part of a team.
From success stories to words from a local pastor.
It's not just talk, it's being done.
The 24 hours includes input from several members of the community.
Any problem or any crisis or any storm, if they cannot meet their needs, they will find somebody that will meet their needs.
The executive director understands not every individual is going to require the same tools to get help. So she's taking these conversations as a building block to help the Coachella Valley Rescue Mission and their clients.
Having them have that support and knowing that we're going to be there every day until you're ready. And when you're ready, we're going to welcome you into the mission.
Tiani Jadaling, NBC Palm Springs.
Let's head outside. This is a live look from our Agua Caliente casino camera in Palm Springs. If you walk outside right now, you'll notice it's pretty muggy out there. We got a little bit of rain yesterday, and Pablo's in the Weather Center to tell us if more is on the way. Hi, Pablo.
Hi, Mary. Hello, everyone. My first week in Palm Springs coming to an end, and I'm going to tell you exactly why you felt really muggy and why it's going to go down. And look outside, 77 degrees. You'd think, oh, that's nice and cool, but check out the humidity, 73%, which is very high for this time of year and for this area, and that's why you felt that really heaviness. But that's going to change, and it's going to change hourly. 63 degrees on the dew points. Now, anything over 60, that's when you feel that really mugginess. And then you're going to see as the time goes on, it's going to start going down, 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 down. So by tomorrow, it's going to feel a lot cooler. You're not going to feel that mugginess. And that also came because of that tropical storm Priscilla and all the moisture it brought in. It brought in that mugginess, that humidity, which we were feeling today. But look at the radar. Pretty clear right now. Absolutely no rain. All of yesterday, maybe 1/10 of an inch. Yesterday and today combined, you're only going to see about 1/4 of an inch combined in this area, but you still felt that moisture and that heaviness. Looking at our 3-day comfort air forecast on Friday, still around a 30% chance of scattered showers, thunderstorms, very light. So if you're going to go out to that Firebirds game tonight, we will be there. I don't expect any rain there at all. So you're going to have an amazing time, and I'm calling it right now. the Firebirds have to win the opener. It's my first Firebirds game, so they have to come out on top. I'm going to have a full breakdown coming up in my 7-day forecast, and you're going to see the temperatures here at 90 degrees, but that's going to start going down. You're actually going to see a day in the 70s in my 7-day forecast, so stay tuned for that. I am Pablo Alsina. My first week coming to an end, my first weekend in Palm Springs coming up, so thank you to everyone who saw me yesterday at the activation event. So if you see me today, come say hi. I want to meet everyone here in Palm Springs. Pablo Alsina, I'll be back with more. Back to Mary.
Thanks, Pablo. I love your Firebirds prediction. Animal lovers came together Thursday night in Palm Springs to raise money to support a great cause, a local dog rescue that focuses on saving senior dogs. Barky's House of Loving Animal Sanctuary rescues senior dogs from Southern California shelters and cares for them for the rest of their lives. Last night's benefit at the Palm Springs Surf Club raised money to help pay for the costs of caring for all the dogs. The nonprofit's founder told us she is so grateful for the community's support.
The love and support of all the people that were here tonight, and oh my gosh, it's overwhelming. It was so wonderful and so happy and such a validation of everything we try to do. It's really important to us to be able to offer these senior dogs a home forever.
Well, the Dog Sanctuary also took time to honor another local nonprofit working to help control the pet population. An award was given to the executive director of the Animal Action League, whose organization is responsible for spaying and neutering, get this, 77,000 animals across the Coachella Valley. As I mentioned earlier, Pablo and I were talking about last night's concerts in the park at Civic Park in Palm Desert. This was the scene at Civic Center Amphitheater in Palm Desert, where the city's Concerts in the Park series is fully underway. The sounds of the 60s filled the night air as concertgoers tapped their feet and danced to memorable songs by the Beach Boys, the Grassroots, and Roy Orbison, just to name a few. These songs were performed by the tribute band Beach Street A Go-Go. According to some Valley residents, this cool event concert series is a pleasant change after the hot summer months.
Oh, it's, you know, a bunch of people about our age and we're having a good time and familiar music and, you know, great musicians.
This is wonderful. We have this outdoor arena, view of the mountains, view of the trees. It's 83 degrees at night. It doesn't get much better.
We came in a golf cart. We came with many friends. We love whenever we hear they're playing, and we look forward to it every Thursday night.
It really was a super fun night. Well, this concert series continues every Thursday night at 6 p.m. during the month of October. Next week's performance will be Fortunate Son, a tribute to Creedence Clearwater Revival. That'll be on Thursday, October 16th. The Palm Springs Aerial Tramway will reopen on Monday after annual maintenance. Numerous projects were just completed, including rebuilding a carriage, replacing rope, and control system testing. The first tram up will be Monday morning at 10 o'clock in the morning. The last one down, 9:30 in the evening. Tram cars depart every 30 minutes. It's time now for Where in the Valley, where we show you a photo of a location somewhere in the Coachella Valley, and you guess where it is. So let me show you the photo. Ooh, do you know where this is? You'll have a little time to think about it. We're going to reveal this special location at the end of our broadcast, and I'll give you a hint before we get there. Coming up next on your morning news, our community contributor Jen Agnew introduces us to our Fido Dog of the Week. His name is Clyde, and we can't wait for you to meet him. That's coming up next. And then our Caitlin Kelly stops by to give us some special highlights from a member of the Acrisure Arena team. You don't want to miss that. But first, here's a live look. This time we're checking out our Agua Caliente camera in Rancho Mirage. We got some traffic out there to start this Friday. Maybe folks heading out of town. Pablo Alsina will have your AccuWeather forecast for you straight ahead.
Missed the news yesterday? Well, don't worry. You can watch the latest stories and even original news programming over on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Every morning morning at 6 a.m. Jerry and I are here to help you start your day informed and connected. And after our newscast, I head out into our community to listen and bring you the stories that truly impact our lives here in the Valley so that your voice is heard.
You're watching our digital live stream. For the latest news and updates on developing stories, head over to our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Don't miss our digital exclusive content. Me on a Plate, Talking with Thalia, Kai the Deal Guy, and Desert Entertainment with Todd. Only on NBCPalmSprings.com.
News isn't all we do. We have a wide variety of original programming for you to enjoy over on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Successful wildlife projects are happening all across the Salton Sea. And in the middle of these restoration efforts, lithium enters the equation. Dive into the delicate balance of nature and the emerging Lithium Valley, streaming on NBCPalmSprings.com.
Worried about missing a broadcast? Don't worry. We stream just about everywhere from Instagram to YouTube. Committed to covering our community. You're watching NBC Palm Springs at 6.
It's time now for Fido Fridays. It's a segment we do to highlight the new community program called Fido. It was started by members of the community and allows locals to take a dog out of the shelter for a day. It helps to decompress the dog, get them seen by possible adopters, and gives you a furry friend to enjoy the day with. This week, our community contributor, Jen Agnew, introduces us to Clyde. Take a look.
This is Clyde. Clyde is a year and 4 months, and he has been at the shelter since April. Hi, hi. Thank you. All right. Clyde is perfect in the car, on leash, and fantastic with dogs and kids. Go say hi. Oh, go ahead. Unless you want a dog. Come on. Here. Here. I want a Pomeranian. Well, he is a Pomeranian. He's part Pomeranian. Come on. This is Clyde. If this is all you have, I'll take it. Unless you got a filet mignon back there. Yeah, he's sweet. You're wanting him. Yeah, and he said he wants to go home with you. Who is that? Okay. What's that? Oh, yummy. He's looking for a home. You can be the reason a shelter dog gets seen, loved, and adopted. Join the Fido program, take a dog out, change a life, and feel amazing doing it.
And we thank Jen for that update on Clyde. He looks like a total sweetie. If you'd like to adopt Clyde, you can contact the Coachella Valley Animal Campus in Thousand Palms. Their ID number is A1850908. That's the number you see right there on your screen. And if you'd like to become a Fido walker and take a dog out of the shelter for the day, you can send an email to Pam Solek. That's pam.solek@gmail.com, or find her on the Nextdoor app. It's time now for Your Health Today, brought to you by Inland Empire Health Plan. Sprouts Farmers Market is recalling its smoked mozzarella pasta salad because it could be contaminated with listeria. The pasta salad was sold at the chain's deli service counter and its grab-and-go section at least 24 states between August 31st and October 7th. They have use-by dates ranging from October 10th to the 29th. You should throw the product out or return it to the store for a full refund. No illnesses have been reported to date. Vaccines and their recommended schedules for kids will get an extra look, which could lead to some changes. A new working group of outside advisors to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention will convene in the future. The group will be part of the CDC's Advisory Committee on Immunization and Practices. That panel is also made up of independent experts. but they are all new. Back in June, Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. fired all 17 previous members in an unprecedented move. Many vaccines on the current schedule are recommended worldwide. The new group will look at things like new vaccine ingredients, technologies, and the rise of vaccine hesitancy. It's International Plasma Awareness Week, a time to put a spotlight on the importance of life-saving plasma donations. Experts say that many blood donors may not know much about giving plasma, but it's a critical part of helping people with certain medical disorders. It's also used in emergencies. Mandy Gaither has more on how plasma-derived therapy helps sustain life.
When he started elementary school, Jana Matthews says her son kept getting a cold that would always end in pneumonia, antibiotics, hospitalizations, even the removal of his adenoids didn't help.
It was devastating, and there was that mom instinct in my belly that something else was wrong.
At 7 years old, Matthews says her son was diagnosed with common variable immune deficiency, or CVID. His body doesn't produce enough antibodies to fight infection. She says doctors treated him with human plasma.
When I tell you it was night and day, within 24 hours, he was a normal 7-year-old boy running around the house, wrestling with his brother and our dog. And it was like a plant that finally got sunlight and water.
These therapies depend on donations. Giving plasma is different from donating whole blood. The Plasma Protein Therapeutics Association says it's collected through a machine that separates the plasma from a healthy donor's blood. The remaining blood components are then returned to the donor.
The process takes about an hour. And has about the same side effects as general blood donation. You might feel a little dizzy, maybe a little fatigued the day after.
Now, at age 23, Matthew's son has received plasma every week since his diagnosis.
My son is now thriving and living amongst the rest of us and achieving as an adult. And it just seems incredible.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
If you'd like more information on the stories we're airing on our broadcast this morning, you can go to our website, NBCPalmSprings.com. We've got our top stories right there on our homepage in our newsroom tab, where you're going to find our community events and our stories organized by date. We're going to head over to Pablo in the Weather Center for a look at what's ahead in your forecast today. Hi, Pablo.
Maybe some dancing because it's Friday, baby. Love that. Check out this live shot from Agua Caliente in Palm Springs. Not a single branch is moving. Very little winds. Clouds aren't moving either, but I love seeing clouds, and I'll tell you all about the rain coming up.
Bring you the stories that truly impact our lives here in the Valley so that your voice is heard.
You're watching our digital live stream. For the latest news and updates on developing stories, head over to our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Don't miss our digital exclusive content. Me on a Plate, Talking with Thalia, Kai the Deal Guy, and Desert Entertainment with Todd, only on NBCPalmSprings.com.
News isn't all we do. We have a wide variety of original programming for you to enjoy over on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Successful wildlife projects are happening all across the Salton Sea.
And in the middle of these restoration efforts, lithium enters the equation. Dive into the delicate balance of nature and the emerging Lithium Valley, streaming on NBCPalmSprings.com.
I'm Pablo Alcina. As we check out our live shot from Rancho Mirage, Agua Caliente Cam. That's actually my view from my hotel, but I'm checking out this morning. But thank you to everyone. Treated me great this whole week there. The clouds coming in. See the little cars moving, just so you know it's a live shot. It's a beautiful day, but it's pretty much normal. 96 degrees right now, which normal is around 94, nowhere near the record. Back in 1996, it was 109 degrees on today's date. And now if we look at the winds, like I said, very little winds in Palm Springs, just 5 miles an hour. Those gusts are going to stay low. Really, all day today, I don't expect heavy winds at all. Looking at the temperatures right now in Palm Springs, 76 degrees. Over at Desert Hot Springs, we're at 78 degrees. Thousand Palms at 75. All those temperatures will continue to go up. And you'll still feel that mugginess that we mentioned earlier throughout the day until later in the afternoon. Looking now at the radar, though, you see absolutely no rain at the moment. Maybe a few little sprinkles starting to come in. If we zoom in a little bit more to our area, as of right now, absolutely no rain at all. The rain, we should be expecting it closer to 3 in the afternoon, 4 in the afternoon. But again, very little scattered showers here and there. It shouldn't be a problem at all. But still be careful when driving when it does rain, especially when it hasn't rained for a long time. The roads can get very, very slick. High temperatures that we're going to be seeing on Saturday, 94 degrees in Palm Springs. 96 degrees in the Palm Desert. Now let's look at our 7-day Comfort Air forecast. There you see the rain, around a 30% chance of rain. But again, Thursday and Friday and Saturday combined, you're maybe going to see a 1/4 inch of rain total in that whole area. And this is what I really love. The temperatures are going to start going down. On Wednesday, 77 degrees for the high. I could get used to that in the desert, a high of 77. I'm Pablo Alcina, at Pablo Alcina on Instagram. If you're watching this and you're up this early, send me a message and I promise I reply. I reply to every single message. More NBC Palm Springs at 6 coming up.
Missed the news yesterday? Well, don't worry. You can watch the latest stories and even original news programming over on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Every morning at 6 a.m., Jerry and I are here to help you start your day informed and connected. And after our newscast, I head out into our community to listen and bring you the stories that truly impact our lives here in the Valley so that your voice is heard.
You're watching our digital live stream. For the latest news and updates on developing stories, head over to our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Don't miss our digital exclusive content. Me on a Plate. Talking with Thalia. Kai, the Deal Guy. And Desert Entertainment with Todd. Only on NBCPalmSprings.com.
News isn't all we do. We have a wide variety of original programming for you to enjoy over on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Successful wildlife projects are happening all across the Salton Sea.
And in the middle of these restaurants,
And now, NBC Palm Springs Sports with Caitlin Kelly, powered by Agua Caliente Casino.
Well, you might recognize him from greeting fans at Firebirds games, but off the ice, Don Davis is calling football games under Friday night lights. Our Caitlin Kelly has his story.
At Acrisure Arena, game nights can get loud, and keeping fans happy and safe is no small task. But for usher Don Davis, it's all part of the fun.
I've been here for the full 3 years that the arena's been open, and I've met so many people that I knew from years ago. Now they've lived in the Valley 30 years, and it's fun to bump into them. I have a very good spot at hockey games, making sure people are seated properly and getting the best experience.
From helping fans find their seats to cheering right along with them, Don's familiar face has become a fixture at Firebirds games. But when the final horn sounds, his work week isn't over.
Since I'm a football official, I meet a lot of people in the Valley from all the different high schools. They come to the games as well. I take my philosophy of the Acrisure to the football field. I tell both teams, you're on different teams, but we're all Coachella Valley, one team.
And whether he's on the field or in the arena, Don makes sure fans feel welcome, supported, and part of something bigger.
Being with the arena and the Firebirds for the past 3 seasons and being totally excited, I know a lot about the Firebirds. All the players, their history, our statistics, how we're doing, how the game is performed. So if you're in the arena and you have any questions, look me up in one of the aisles as an usher, and I'll fill you in with any questions you have.
Now, this is NBC Palm Springs.
Welcome back on this Friday, October 10th. I'm Mary Strong. Pablo Alsina, we'll have your AccuWeather forecast coming up in just a few minutes. He's filling in for meteorologist Jerry Steffen this morning. But first, a look at some of the stories making headlines at this hour. In Washington, the government is no closer to reopening, and that's worrying a lot of military families who are concerned about making ends meet if they miss a paycheck next week. NBC's Ryan Nobles has more.
Tonight, on day 9 of the federal government shutdown, military members are now just 6 days away from going without their first paycheck.
It's pretty terrifying. I mean,
it is a problem Courtney Watuki, a military spouse with 3 kids, is about to face head on.
if they came down our street and spoke to every single one of us, like, they would see how much people are going to truly struggle.
Members have introduced a separate bill to make sure the military gets paid.
Samantha, you're on with Speaker Johnson.
It was a plea made directly to Speaker Mike Johnson today by a Republican military mom who said in a call to C-SPAN she won't be able to afford medicine for her kids.
I'm begging you to pass this legislation. My kids could die.
Pressed by Tom, the speaker is insistent passing a full spending bill is a better option.
Why wouldn't you at least try to get a standalone bill together?
Well, I tell them that we're worried about their not getting paid as well, and that's why we already voted to pay the troops.
He is not alone.
Should you do something separate to make sure they get a paycheck in a couple days here?
What about the FBI? What about the CIA? What about the Secret Service?
Meanwhile, Republicans seizing on comments made by Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer in an interview about the shutdown that, quote, every day gets better for us.
Chuck Schumer proclaimed this morning that every day gets better for them. No, every day it's actually getting worse for them.
Schumer explaining that he meant his party's message was breaking through.
Every day that Republicans refuse to negotiate to end this shutdown, the worse it gets for Americans.
The Senate voted for the 7th time today to reopen government without success. They're scheduled to be on recess next week, but that recess will likely be canceled.
And that was NBC's Ryan Nobles reporting. Well, the Florida man arrested for allegedly starting the Palisades fire in California made an initial court appearance in Orlando on Thursday. Jonathan Rinderknecht left Southern California 5 months ago before moving in with his sister and her family in Florida. Law enforcement were called to the home in Florida twice last month. The first call was when Rinderknecht threatened to burn his sister's house down, and the other was when his visiting father called police concerned that his son had a gun. Rinderknecht was arrested earlier this week and was charged with destruction of property by means of fire. The January Palisades fire killed 12 people and destroyed more than 6,800 structures and damaged over 1,000 more. A social media post from President Trump pressing the Attorney General to go after his enemies was posted in error. The Truth Social post implored Attorney General Pam Bondi to indict several of Trump's political rivals. An administration official confirmed to NBC News Thursday that Trump thought he had sent the message directly to Bondi, and he was surprised to learn he had actually posted that message on Truth Social. His reaction, according to this source, was, "Oh," and then he tried to shrug it off. The revelation was first reported by the Wall Street Journal. Well, since that post happened, the 2 of the 3 people mentioned in the post by name have been indicted: former FBI Director James Comey and New York Attorney General Letitia James. Well, a grand jury indicted James for bank fraud and making false statements after a massive public push from President Trump. NBC's Laura Jarrett has more on that.
New York's Attorney General Letitia James indicted by a federal grand jury, a dramatic escalation against another longtime foe of President Trump. Just weeks ago, he called for James's prosecution after lambasting her for years.
You have an Attorney General who's a total stone cold crook, New York State, Letitia James, a total crook.
Tonight, she faces charges of bank fraud and lying to a financial institution, prosecuted by the same office in Virginia that brought the case against former FBI Director James Comey last week. James saying tonight she did nothing wrong and this is payback.
These charges are baseless, and the president's own public statements make clear that his only goal is political retribution at any cost.
Interim U.S. Attorney Lindsay Halligan saying in a statement, no one is above the law. The charges, as alleged in this case, represent intentional criminal acts and tremendous breaches of the public's trust. The indictment alleging James falsely represented a home in Virginia was her secondary residence to get better loan terms, while in fact, prosecutors say she intended to rent it out as an investment property. But the top prosecutor in the district was ousted late last month after he concluded there was not enough evidence to charge Comey or James. She became a prime target of the president after successfully suing Trump, his sons, and his namesake company with fraud, securing a $500 million civil judgment against his real estate empire last year. But some Republicans always viewed the case as political, and that eye-popping penalty was recently overturned on appeal as excessive.
And that was NBC's Laura Jarrett reporting. Let's take a live look now from our Agua Caliente casino camera in Palm Springs. The spotty cloud coverage has been making for some pretty spectacular sunrises over the last couple days. Pablo, are we going to see those clouds for most of the day today?
We should, but we're also going to feel that humidity, that mugginess as well. But I don't expect much rain. Temperatures right now 76 degrees, and like I mentioned though, look at that humidity, 73%, very, very high for this area, especially for this time of year. But that tropical storm Priscilla brought in all that moisture, all that humidity, and that's why you're feeling that unusual mugginess. And you can see it here in the dew points with 63 degrees. 65, anything over 60, you're really going to feel heavy mugginess, and then it's going to start going down, 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 down. 10 p.m. around 43%, and later on this week, the temperatures will continue to keep going down. I have that in my 7-day forecast. Looking at the radar, though, you see absolutely no rain at the moment. 4 p.m., you're going to see some scattered showers, but again, very, very light rain at that. Our 3-day forecast brought to you by our friends at Comfort Air. You see Friday with that 20% chance of rain. On Saturday, just cloud coverage. Temperature still going high, around 94 degrees. Sunday to 90, but then they're going to continue to keep going down, down, down. Thank you to everyone following me on Instagram. I love that when they send shout outs later on. I'm Pablo Alcina. I'll be back with my full weathercast in a few minutes.
All right, Pablo, thanks so much for that. Well, with the Halloween season in full swing, we are starting to see the full impact of Donald Trump's tariffs on holiday celebrations. Reporter Anthony Ramos has that story for us.
Creepy masks, decomposing decorations, and tons of candy could cost shoppers more this Halloween season, according to new data from the National Retail Federation.
I am noticing an increase in costs just all around Halloween.
The NRF recently releasing its annual consumer survey, finding that across the nation, Halloween spending is expected to reach a record $13.1 billion this year. That's up $1.5 billion from 2024. With each person projected to spend about $114. Some of the increasing costs are due in part to the ongoing tariffs on Chinese imports. According to the Halloween and Costume Association, roughly 90% of Halloween products contain at least one part made overseas, mainly in China. Some shoppers haven't noticed the impacts.
I think they're about the same. They're comparable.
About the same?
Yeah.
How much are you spending on average for Halloween?
About $40 for each child, so I have 2 kids, so about $80.
Others, like Fernley resident Caitlin Reyes, have noticed a difference.
I'm just buying these costumes makes me want to go home and just do something DIY for the family, you know, and also just trying to decorate outside. I, want something that looks big and awesome, but, you can't really afford to do anything too fun nowadays.
For shoppers like Reyes looking for those DIY options, thrift stores like St. Vincent's in Reno may just be the best option, according to Lisa Ross with Catholic Charities.
Well, Halloween can be super fun, but it can also be very stressful for parents when they can't afford it. So we have brand new costumes for children, from babies all the way to adults. And maybe you don't want a whole costume, you just want parts.
For Reyes, Halloween starts the holiday season, and despite the cost, she offers a reminder to all.
Even if it costs a little more, it doesn't even matter. Just enjoy it with the family.
In Reno, I'm Anthony Ramos reporting.
Well, earlier we showed you a photo of a location somewhere in the Coachella Valley, and I told you I'd show you that photo again and give you one more hint before we reveal it at the end of our broadcast. So here's the photo, and here's the hint. Despite the city mentioned in its name, this restaurant is actually in Palm Desert. Think about that. We'll tell you more about this location coming up later in our broadcast. Next on your morning news, Manny the Movie Guy stops by to talk about a new musical movie in Valley theaters. That's next. But first, we're going to head back outside. Here's a live look from our Agua Caliente Casino camera in Rancho Mirage. We've had lots of cloud coverage since yesterday, and rain is expected today. Pablo will break down your weekend forecast for you next.
Missed the news yesterday? Well, don't worry. You can watch the latest stories and even original news programming over on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Every morning at 6 a.m., Jerry and I are here to help you start your day informed and connected. And after our newscast, I head out into our community to listen and bring you the stories that truly impact our lives here in the Valley so that your voice is heard.
You're watching our digital live stream. For the latest news and updates on developing stories, head over to our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Don't miss our digital exclusive content. Me on a Plate, Talking with Thalia, Kai the Deal Guy, and Desert Entertainment with Todd. Only on NBCPalmSprings.com.
News isn't all we do. We have a wide variety of original programming for you to enjoy over on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Successful wildlife projects are happening all across the Salton Sea. And in the middle of these restoration efforts, lithium enters the equation. Dive into the delicate balance of nature and the emerging Lithium Valley, streaming on NBCPalmSprings.com.
Worried about missing a broadcast? Don't worry. We stream just about everywhere from Instagram to YouTube.
What a beautiful sunrise with the clouds behind you, looking at the Agua Caliente Rancho Mirage Cam. Just a beautiful, beautiful sunrise. I'm a fan of clouds. First few days here, no clouds, and the clouds came in. With it also some moisture, some light rain yesterday. We're going to see some rain today. But the temperature is pretty much normal. This time of year is 94 degrees. Today slightly higher at 96. Nowhere near the record of 109 set in 1996. But look at this in 1961, a low of 44 degrees. Looking at the winds, very light winds right now, just 5 miles an hour. I can't wait to go golfing in Palm Springs. Haven't done that yet. But with winds like this, you can't blame it on the wind. And then the temperatures, though, right now we're at 76 degrees in Palm Springs. 64 at Yucca Valley, Desert Hot Springs, 78 degrees. Looking at the radar, totally no cloud coverage, no rain. No rain at this moment. We do expect rain around 4 p.m. Again, scattered thunderstorms here and there, but very, very light precipitation, if any at all, in your area. High temperatures for today. Palm Desert, they're going to see highs of 97 degrees. Palm Springs reaching 93. Joshua Tree, a beautiful 86. I can't wait to go hiking in Joshua Tree. Our 7-day comfort air forecast. The only day we're going to see rain is this Friday. And then later on in the week, the temperatures are going to start dropping down. And look how beautiful that is. 77 degrees as a high this coming Wednesday. Once again, I am Pablo Alsina. Follow me on Instagram. Send me a message. I promise to follow you back. New tradition, it's Friday, so you get the Pablo spin. The week is almost over. More NBC Palm Springs news coming up.
And now the Agua Caliente Entertainment Report, brought to you by Agua Caliente Casinos.
Oh, it's Friday, and that means Manny's here. It's one of my favorite days, and you're one of my favorite people. It's so good to see you. You're one of my favorite people.
It's Love Fest.
It's a Love Fest. You're here to talk about a musical movie that you really loved.
I do. It's one of the most anticipated films this fall, and it's now out in theaters.
Ooh.
And it's the musical Kiss of the Spider-Woman. I spent some time with director Bill Condon and Tonatiuh for this behind-the-scenes special. Take a look. There go the lights.
Hello, Manny. Good to see you again. Yes.
Nice to see you again, Mr. Bill. A big congrats on Kiss of the Spider-Woman.
Oh, thank you.
So thought-provoking with great performances. Love.
We met when we played at the museum there. It was wonderful.
Great.
Yes, yeah.
Filipino opo ko? I'm sorry, what now? Filipino opo ko? Filipino po, yes.
Okay.
I know you're from West Covina, so you have a lot of Filipino
I
friends.
sure do.
It's in glorious Technicolor. Wait. When I saw you at the premiere of Kiss of the Spider-Woman in Palm Springs, you told me you tried to capture the spirit and soul of Manuel Puig's 1976 novel. What was your main edict in making sure that
You know, more than anything, he wrote a love story, and we had to tell that story, which meant you had to believe that these two characters who start off in such different places move toward each other and really find not just acceptance but real love. You know, Diego Luna's not here now, but I have to say that was his entire focus.
Yeah.
You know, right from the first, elements of kindness that were there under the kind of tough exterior that would little seeds that he plants in those early scenes that start to grow.
I'm sorry to break the news. Nobody sings in real life.
Well, maybe they should.
When you lean into the world and you lean into the love, there comes a chemistry. And it's funny that you bring up Diego. I mean, he is such an incredible performer and a generous actor. So it becomes this symbiotic relationship where we need one another.
One of them I'll never forget.
Sooner or later, you're certain to meet.
Kiss of the Spider-Woman. Starred the great La Luna.
What about working with the Spider-Woman?
Oh my gosh, Miss Jennifer Lopez herself. Well, no, at first it was a little nerve-wracking because it's one of the world's living legends. But then you get to meet her and you see her family and you see her sense of humor and you feel like the heart behind all of it. And then she performs and it's jaw-dropping. It's like watching lightning strike. It was incredible.
The only reason I'm still alive is because I have information they want.
The film is quite specific in terms of its setting, but it's a universal message of love and dignity.
I totally agree. That's why I love the film. A big congrats on Kiss of the Spider-Woman again. And like the film says, Viva la Revolución.
Viva! Que viva la gente! Que viva la raza!
Mark my word, you will see more of Tonatiuh this award season. It's a great breakthrough performance. See for yourself, Kiss of the Spider-Woman is now out in theaters. Feel the kiss.
Ooh, it looks so good.
It is very good. You'll enjoy it. And
Really?
it's also kind of hopeful in the end.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
And you're seeing Best Actor?
I'm seeing, we don't know the competition, but he's probably he's one of them.
Really?
Yes, he's
that
on top.
good, huh?
He's very good.
Ooh, exciting.
Yes.
Ooh, I love that. And then you've got something coming up at 11.
That's right. Well, there's another big movie out this weekend, and it's Tron Ares. How many kisses? Find out.
Ooh,
how
Manny,
many.
you always do that to me. Darn it. Tron. Okay.
Yes,
wow,
it's
Tron.
a big video game
Back
of a
in
movie.
the day.
There you
yeah,
go. That's a hint.
Okay. Okay, cool. It's time now for our new segment, Dish Detective. It's a contest we're running on Instagram with Dining with the Davids. They show us some food from a local restaurant and give us hints about that restaurant, and you guess where it is.
And if you guess correctly, if you are entered into a drawing to win a $100 gift card to that restaurant. Last week's restaurant was Kiki's in La Quinta. The deadline to guess this week's restaurant ended yesterday at noon. Let's take a look at some of the clues.
First, a golden buttery croissant drizzled and filled with a rich pistachio cream and topped with a sprinkle of salted pistachios. It's a pastry that practically whispers buongiorno. Next, the Capri. Fresh baked sourdough carries sun-ripened tomatoes, creamy mozzarella, and fragrant basil. A generous swipe of house-made pesto and a drizzle of extra virgin olive oil brings it all together. Bellissimo. And our final clue, a dainty coconut cake filled with delicate coconut cream, wrapped in a light vanilla frosting, then gently rolled in organic coconut for a finish that is pure dulce vita.
Dolce. Ooh, as you can see, this restaurant has a very European flair to it. That's because the restaurant of the week is Sotto Voce at the Gardens on El Paseo. Big cheers to all our foodie sleuths who played along and guessed it right.
But there can only be one winner, and it was Susan LeBlanc.
Yay, Susan!
Congratulations, Susan. You win a $100 gift card to Sotto Voce. We hope you enjoy your meal there. And as always,
we are available.
You can take Mary and I as your dates.
Sotto Voce is actually wonderful. It has a little outdoor area right in front of the Gardens on El Paseo. It's so beautiful, and everything's great. They've got great wine there too, and a little extra special coffees too.
Vino and espresso.
Vino and espresso, very Italiano. Be sure to follow both NBC Palm Springs and Dining with the Davids on Instagram for your next chance to win. We'll have your next clues for you on Monday morning. We're going to head outside and take a live look at your Indian Wells Golf Resort camera. We'll be right back with a recap of your forecast and reveal our Where in the Valley special location. Stay here.
Missed the news yesterday? Well, don't worry. You can watch the latest stories and even original news programming over on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Every morning at 6 a.m., Jerry and I are here to help. It's time to reveal our special location for our broadcast. Did you guess where this is, guys?
No. Sorta.
Sorta. That's not the answer I was looking for. It's La Quinta Brewing, specifically the distillery in Palm Desert. It's right across the Cook Street Interstate Bridge from Acrisure Arena, making it a great place to go right before you head out to the Firebirds game tonight.
Yeah.
Don't forget puck drops at 7. They're facing the San Diego Gulls. The Birds are holding a big fan celebration leading up to it. Gates open at 5:30, and we're going to be out there live. Pablo, you're going to be there.
I'm excited. I want to see Fuego. I want to meet the players, and I've already called it. The Firebirds are winning tonight.
Yes! The prediction, you heard it here.
Yeah, Pablo's good luck. First.
The first. We hope you have a wonderful weekend. We're going to see you back here bright and early on Monday morning, and go Firebirds.
Woo!